Imagine Hollywood in the 1920s. You are fabulous, you're famous, you're a fashion icon. It's the flapper era and people cannot get enough. But even though you and your parents were born in the United States, Hollywood found no place for you. We're talking about May Wong, who was a global movie star. Now, the spotlight loved her, but the studio system didn't. Despite this, she was an icon in an industry that didn't like her face, unless it was in the background or villainized. Hello, Dragon Lady. She was born on January 3rd, 1905 in Los Angeles, California. She was a Capricorn. Both of her parents were born in America, so she was third generation. She grew up in LA's Chinatown, that's her on the right, and from a very young age, she was obsessed with movies. When she was 14, she was an extra in a film. She kept this from her parents, but she was obsessed. For the next couple of years, she was booking background work, so eventually she dropped out of high school. When she was 17, Anna May got her first leading role in a silent film called The Toll of the Sea. This film was in Technicolor, so it was kind of a big deal, and she shined. People were like, who's that girl? Critics were giving her amazing reviews. She quickly became a silent film star and a fashion icon. But again, Hollywood had only one role in mind for Asian women. She had to be tragic or seductive, submissive or evil. She was tired of being typecast or passed over for leading roles, so in 1928 she moved to Europe to find more work. Her career was very successful. After success in Europe, she went back to the States and she got excited because there was a new movie to be made. It was called The Good Earth and it was about a Chinese family. So she's thinking, duh. But when they cast Paul Mooney, a Caucasian actor, it meant trouble for Anna May's dreams because at that time the US had anti-miscegenation laws. You might be wondering, what does that mean? Well, you were not legally allowed to be in interracial relationships. The studio told this Chinese American woman that she could not play the lead role, which was a Chinese woman. Instead, she was offered the supporting role of Lotus, who was a deceitful S-worker. She declined. The studio cast this woman for the lead role, German actress Louise Reiner. Why? Because they couldn't have an Asian woman kissing a white man on screen, so yellowface was accepted. To add insult to injury, Louise won an Oscar for this role. Anna May was devastated. After this, she was done with Hollywood. She moved back to Europe. Anna May Wong never got married. She was linked to a couple of people. She had an affair with silent film star Marshall Nealon. Writer Eric Maschwitz allegedly she rocked his world. But the rumor on the street was that Anna May enjoyed raw oysters, if you will. She worked with Marlene Dietrich and they had a lot of chemistry. You know, they might have been slamming the clams. Eventually, she moved back to the States in the 1950s. She worked here and there. But in 1961, Anna May Wong passed away from a heart attack. She was only 56 years old. Our girl never got the role she wanted or the recognition she deserved. But in 2022, she was featured on a quarter. Her story wasn't a Hollywood fairy tale, but she did rewrite the script for generations to come.